is going on? Are you guys ready for some action-packed thrillers? Well, have I got some suspense for you. The first book I have chosen is called You by Charles Benoit. And you can tell right from the cover, there's shattered glass, there's some blood. That's actually how the story starts out. In this really gripping scene where you have no idea who is in this scene, what's happening to who, and you're just trying to piece it all together. Now, Charles Benoit also wrote Cold Calls, and he's a local author from Rochester, New York. This story is very unique in the fact that he breaks that fourth wall, and you become the main character. His name is Kyle Chase, but they refer to you in the story as if you're taking that place and you're walking through the story as Kyle. It's so interesting. But it also makes you think that you're almost making the decisions with Kyle, and if you could only get him to change his mind, maybe things would end up differently for him. So it keeps you guessing as to how you're going to end up at this beginning scene, because it backtracks to the beginning of his high school year. He's in 10th grade, average student. He starts his year and he's like trying to see who his new teachers are going to be, has these funny little jokes about them, making fun of them, like what are his favorite classes, what are not, who's going to be in his classes. He's got a crush on this girl named Ashley, tries to get her attention, and then you're like, okay, where's this story going to go? And eventually he just is going to catch some bad breaks. He's going to make some bad decisions, meet some people that you're just sitting there like, oof, this is not going to be a good choice for you, Kyle. One of the first things that happens to him that kind of sets him on a bad track is he finds a wallet on the ground. So he tries to be a good Samaritan, pick it up, bring it to the principal's office. On his way, he hears this kid shouting behind him, like, yo, why do you have my wallet? And all of a sudden, like you see in school sometimes, a big crowd starts forming around him like they're going to fight. And he's like, this is not what I wanted. But the kid just keeps coming at him. So they both end up in the principal's office, and no one really believes him when he just says, I was just trying to pick up this kid's wallet. And they're like, why are you trying to steal his wallet? And he's like, whoa, I didn't. So that just is something that's looming over him, and this kid just kind of won't leave him alone after this. And then as he's in the principal's office, he meets this kid named Zach. And Zach is one of those kids that you just know is going to be trouble. It's that foreboding feeling of like, ooh, this kid is just going to turn this around in a bad way for Kyle. And he's really cocky, this Zach kid, very sarcastic. You see him in class like picking apart this teacher until she sends him out like, okay, I'm done with you and your sarcasm and your belittling attitude. But Kyle is kind of intrigued by it and like wants to befriend this kid because he seems really confident. And he's like, ooh, if I had that confidence, maybe Ashley would want to see me. But you also know that Zach's bad news. So what's going to happen? What decisions might Kyle have made differently to change the outcome of the story? And what's really happening in that first scene? Will you ever figure out who's got the broken glass and what really happened in that scene? So let me know if you want to read You. It's one of those that's going to have you on the edge of the seat, like what's happening next with this Kyle kid. Let me know if you want to read it.